Hello everyone, this is SteamedIguana, and I know what you're thinking. A Godzilla Christmas Special? That's never happened. The closest he's ever gotten to spending time in the snow with his family is the end of Son of Godzilla. But you'd be surprised. Despite Japan celebrating Christmas as more of a lover's holiday, akin to a second Valentine's Day, Godzilla does have some cheer in his cup. Even though no major Godzilla media has really covered it, it was actually just last year that we got probably the closest we ever have to a Godzilla Christmas Special. So whether it be a spin-off here, or some merchandise there, let's see exactly what Toho has had the big G in to celebrate the holiday season. I'm sure many of you have heard of the series Godziland and Godzilla Island in the past. Small spin-off series meant for younger G fans that were released way back in the day. And now we've even got Chibi Godzilla. But as far as I can tell, he hasn't had his own show or anything like that yet. But there's actually a new show that started just last year in 2019 called Goziban. I'd sworn I'd heard that name somewhere before, but I had no idea what I was in for when I checked it out. Oh god, no, it's gonna get stuck in my head again! Yep, Goziban is a puppet show about 3 baby Godzillas and their adventures. Godzilla-kun, Minya, and Little Godzilla. The show was a collaboration between Toho, Alpha Boat, and Studio Kaganamushi, and created by Hideyuki Kobayashi. It apparently carried over puppets from another show back in 2004 called Gekigoji. But that's enough about that. I might make a full video on this strange series at some point, but we're all here for the Christmas cheer. On Christmas Eve 2019, the Godzilla channel dropped a very special episode of Goziban called Merry Goji, the Godzilla who came on Christmas Eve. And it's certainly something. It starts off with a bumper of all the monsters celebrating Christmas, and Godzilla shoots off Jet Jaguar to the top off the Megalon tree. It's short, it's sweet, but yep, definitely confirms that this is a Christmas special. The actual segment begins with the 3 Godzilla brothers reading a book about Christmas when suddenly the original Godzilla, or Shogoji, shows up and starts loading up his sleigh. I wish I could tell you what they were talking about, but when the English translation looks like this? Yeah. Anyways, they load up the sleigh and get ready to deliver the gifts for Christmas, and wait. And Gears and Baragon are the reindeer? And they can fly? I guess just, alright then. Guess we're just gonna slip right by that. As they fly over the Earth, Shogoji starts telling them a story about a girl who found a baby Kamada-kun, or Kamet as it's called in this series. She tries bringing him home, and after her parents, very reasonably might I add, don't let her keep a Godzilla in the house, she makes a cute little home for him in an abandoned building. Turns out she is a very irresponsible pet owner though, as she comes home and feeds him a hot dog bun, and a day later, he's dead. I've watched this a few times, and I don't think he's just sick. I'm pretty sure he is straight up dead. And so she goes walking alone, crying with him in her arms on Christmas of all nights. Which brings us up to now, and let me just tell you, you aren't ready for what happens next. Godzilla-kun and co. fly down to her, and through sorcery? The power of love? Christmas magic? They bring Kamet back to life, and give the girl one last gift before seizing the child from the clearly unfit caretaker. As they fly off with Kamet, she shouts sayonara into the night sky. Honestly, as weird as it is, this whole thing is pretty wholesome. It all comes to a peak with them all delivering gifts to the children of the world. Meaning, that's right, Santa deniers. Santa is real, and he's 4 radioactive dinosaurs. Even these 2 Hedoras are here, called Hidoji and Hidochi, who are pretty much in all of the episodes in some way. Eventually, everyone heads home to Monster Island to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And remember that gift that they gave the girl earlier? Turns out it's a tiny little Kamada-kun keychain. Aw, that's pretty cute. The segment ends with another bumper clip of the Mothra twins singing what I imagine is about Christmas and Mothra, which is pretty nicely done. Like I said before, this whole thing was very strange, but it's a heartwarming little adventure that I'm glad I got to share with you guys. Surprisingly, in my hunt for a Godzilla Christmas Special, this was the only thing I could find that was official. Regardless, let's take a look at some of the smaller pieces of merchandise I could find, like this CD simply called the Godzilla Songbook. Despite it seemingly coming out around the time of Godzilla vs. Gigan, even with a 1972 copyright at the bottom, it only came out in 2001. The album features many songs by the same guy who sang the Jet Jaguar song as tie-ins for a lot of the Showa movies. One of the ones he didn't sing, however, was Monster Christmas. I'd love to show you guys the track, but I can't for the life of me find the album anywhere digitally. Hey everyone, this is future SteamedIguana here, and I initially mentioned in my script that I could not find the song anywhere digitally, but it turns out that I just did right after recording. So what you're listening to right now is a little snippet from the song. If you want to hear the rest, I'm going to leave a card right up here. And yeah, anyways, I gotta get back to the cyber world, and I'll let you guys get back to the video. Of course, Godzilla has had many ornaments over the years too. So many that I'm sure no one could ever find them all, but here's a few pretty cool ones that I found. Even the Godzilla Origins line from when I was a kid got in on it. I actually wonder if I had this ornament when I was a kid. It'd go great with this Godzilla 2014 ornament I own now from Hallmark. Overall, I was pretty excited to find that a Godzilla Christmas Special actually did exist. Since I was born on Christmas, both the day and the Big G have a pretty big part of my life. And I figure in a year that's been rough for all of us, this is a good time for us all to be here for each other. I encourage you to leave some of the kaiju goodies you got for Christmas down below and share some stories. For instance, here's a few of my favorites from over the years. A few of my first ever vinyls. I have very fond memories of these from when I was a kid. Very beat up, but they'll always hold a very special place in my collection. And the highlight from these is actually this Kaiser Ghidorah. As a kid, I thought this was the rarest Godzilla figure ever, which clearly it wasn't, but I'm still really happy to have it in my collection. I've also gotten a good number of super articulated figures, including the Figma Grid Knight, which I love for, well, obvious reasons, and the Tamashii Spec Eva 01, which I believe is the definitive Eva figure and is one of my absolute favorites in my entire collection. These awesome hats here, including this awesome Kiryu Squad hat that I always wished I had as a kid. And as a cherry on top of the cake, I got this monstrosity this year, a Shogun Warriors Godzilla in fantastic condition. The tongue and arm cannon all intact and functional. As a friend of mine told me, everyone needs that one big dumb guy in their collection, and I majorly lucked out. But that's enough of my kaiju goodies. I look forward to reading your own kaiju Christmas stories down in the comments. And if you did enjoy what the 4 Santa Godzillas brought you this year, consider subscribing and hitting the like and bell button down below. And until next time everyone, Merry Christmas and Sayonara.